All right, now you can see the sign. It says road open to Dairy Queen and Hometown Family Restaurant. Dairy Queen of Palmyra and Hometown Family Restaurant. I had told you that the road was closed because of a sinkhole, and my buddy next door, Dairy Queen, and I put these signs up at both ends of the road so people knew that they could get to our restaurant. The way it was set up, you would never even know that you could get to our restaurant or Dairy Queen because they made it sound like you couldn't get here. So we took it upon ourselves to do that. Now we're gonna go inside the restaurant here, and it is closed, so it's gonna be dark in here, but I'd like to give you a tour anyway. I'll prop this open so that we can see inside here a little bit, and I'm gonna try to show you around. Now, you can see I had to empty out all the coolers, and it might be hard to see in here, but we'll try to show it anyway. So I emptied out all the coolers. This is the kitchen. It was quite a large restaurant. It's a 9,000 square foot restaurant. This is the freezer. Now this place has been closed for almost 4 months now. The electric's been off for about 1 month, and things are starting to get ugly in here because of, well, it's not operating anymore. I'll just show you quick in the office here. We did have an office. We had all the music equipment, and we had the security system. And as we go around, you'll see how this was. Now, it's very dark in here, but I'll try to show you the best I can. These coolers are all empty. We had a steam table. You come down through here. We had bread drawers. We had Bain Marie's where you could put all your things. We had a lift-in freezer, fryers, grills, all kinds of things. We had a charbroiler, a tunnel oven that we did fish in. You come to the back, and you can see we had a fryer for Henny Penny, hold oven. It's hard to see in here, but we had lots of equipment. I'm going to take you out front. We'll go to the storage area here. There's still some items in here I have to get out of. Still have a lot of paper supplies and everything in here, but we'll continue going through here. And this was the server area, place where they could get their own things out of the coolers, the Bain Marie, some more coolers. A lot of equipment's been taken out. There was sodas and coffee. All that equipment was in here now. Also, you can see this was the area where we put the food up. This was where you put your dirty dishes to the dishwasher, the ice machine. You can see there's still terminals here where you put in your orders. And as we walk around, I'll take you through the restaurant. It's quite a big restaurant. Still have cards in here. And you can see this was the lobby. Nice big lobby. We'll go in like we're going to go in from the front doors. This is where you came in the front door. This is where the one guy hit the building that the family got mad at me and didn't want to come back anymore because they hit the building, so they got mad at me. Guy almost killed a person too, but that didn't seem to matter to him. Then we had deli cases. We made our own pies and our breads, and we made salads like coleslaw, macaroni salad, cranberry relish, all kinds of things, and we displayed them in here and sold them in here. We even had an oven back here that we baked, bakery and deli. We baked our own pies and cakes, and you could smell it. It was great. We used to sell all kinds of candles and gift things. This was the hostess station. That had whoopie pies in it and all kinds of cupcakes and good things like that. And you would come in, and as you can see, the restaurant's fairly large. We'll walk around a little bit. The restaurant sat almost 300 people. We had large booths here that could fit 6 to 8 people. We had a nice room here that you could put 10 to 12 people for a large group. We had the counter here for the locals. And then over here we had some booths. And as we go around here, you'll see there's more tables and more booths. We did buffets on the weekend, and we did a soup and salad bar every day. every day we did that. And then on the weekends, we did breakfast buffets and dinner buffets. Right here's the spot where the lady almost came through the wall. She hit the post, which stopped her. If she would have been 6 inches to the right, she would have came right through. And at the time, all these chairs were full of people. There was probably 70, 80 people in here at the time. It was right in the middle of lunch. I'll just take you a little tour. We also had a banquet room back here. And this banquet room sat, 100 people or so. And we did lots of banquets here, lots of reunions, baby showers, all kinds of things. In the time I was open, we also had a fire here. The fire damaged, it came from up in the roof. It was an electrical problem from the day one that this place was built. At one time, we had candles, and you'll see right here, in all the windows we had candles, and that wiring been faulty from day one, and that's what caused the fire. That story was, at the time, my son and his friend would clean the restaurant, and I came up one day to do orders because I wanted to take the next day off. And when I was in here, I realized the place was smoky. And so when my son and his friend came, I said, hey, you got to get out of here. I think the place is on fire. So I called the cops, and believe it or not, or I called 911, and the cops came and they said, where's the fire? Why'd you call 911? And I said, well, why would I call 911 if there's not a fire? So they came in and instantly came running out because they realized there was a fire. So my wife, myself, my daughter, and my son, we stayed here till 3 in the morning, cleaned the place up as best we could, and we opened the very next day. So here at the restaurant, we did a lot of business at one time, and we worked hard. Anybody that's been in the restaurant business know that there's a lot of hard work involved in this. We worked long days, long hours, put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it. Hey, here's something I'll show you. I came in here one day, and I saw this wire hanging down. And I called the realtor and said, hey, why is that wire hanging down? He goes, you wouldn't believe it. We were checking to see how high the ceilings were, and this wire came down, and it was live. And I said, what do you mean it was live? He said, it was live. It almost got electrocuted me. That thing was live and up there since day one. For 13 years, this restaurant operated, and that wire was hanging there from day one. Well, it wasn't hanging, but it was up inside there from day one, and no one ever knew it. It's amazing we didn't have another fire there. But the 2 fires that were caused were because of faulty electric that was put in from day one. And again, amazing things have happened here, good and bad. I don't know anybody else in the restaurant business that's had 3 cars come through their building, had a fire, and we were actually robbed 3 times, believe it or not. One time, I did have managers working for me, and we'll go in the office here and I'll show you that real quick. And we came in and the person said the safe was open and there was nothing in it. I said, what do you mean the safe was open? And here's the safe, and as you can see, they took a crowbar and they wedged it in here to bust this open, and that's what it looked like, and I couldn't believe it. If you've ever been robbed before, you know what I'm feeling, but it's like it's a horrible feeling. Another time we were robbed, someone broke in through these doors right here. You can see I put a bar across it. The reason I put the bar across it is apparently they hooked up a chain to the outside and tried to rip the doors open. So it's amazing what can happen. Another time we were robbed, it was at nighttime. Someone knocked on the back door. My manager opened it. They came in with guns and tied him up and tied him on the floor. That was the reason. And from then on, we installed a bell, as you can see. Now the bell's not going to work because we no longer have any electric, but that we set up a keyhole or a peephole and a bell so that you had to ring the bell to be let in, and we'd look to see who it is. So just some exciting things that can happen in a restaurant, and I'm sorry all these things happened to us, but they did. And that's my tour of the restaurant for today. I just ask that God would bless you, keep you, and give you peace. Please, if you like this, like it, subscribe, and share. I am trying to pay off all my debts, and I'm hoping through this YouTube videos that I can get monetized and pay people off. So if you could help me in that way, I would really appreciate it. Have a great day.